Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Rokakadash. All praises to my power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah Khan. Next, I would like to give a double honor to the elders of GMS, and peace and blessings to you, Akim, out there that's pushing this truth. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, Barakatham to the elect. Shalom, Wa Barakim, Labakarim, Shah Yasha'Allah. So yeah, like I mentioned, all praises to my power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, because those are the true powers in whom we do worship and serve in truth and sincerity. You know, these are the true powers in whom we do serve, man. So, you know, always giving praises to them. This is Psalm 55 and 22. It reads, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee." You see, so this is why it's important to be in this truth, because that way, you know, you could live a long life, most possibly. But within that, knowing that, you know, living out our life here on earth, you know, we got to be doing it in sincerity, you know. We got to live our life in sincerity, you know, that way, you know, when worse comes to worse, you know, as long as, you know, our minds is right with the Lord, you know, he can forgive us for you know, for the certain things that we've done or have committed, you know. That's why it's important to be sincere, you know. And as it reads here, cast that burden upon the Lord, he shall sustain thee. So the Lord is going to sustain those that cast their burden upon him, basically. All right. So, this is 2 Chronicles chapter 36, verse 15 through 16. "And the Lord God of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh Shemashah, and despised his words and misused his prophets, until the wrath of the Lord Yahweh arose against his people till there was no remedy. So they mocked the messengers of God. The messengers of Yahweh Shemashah are the prophets. So these people that continually mock us, and you know, they're doing it to their own selves, basically. You know, they're the ones at the fault. They're the ones at fault. You know, they're the ones that are gonna be caught with gall found in their mouths. But the elect, there's no gall found in the elect's mouth. So we're gonna be, you know, we're gonna be guided through the Spirit when it comes to this truth. You know, it says, "And despise his words and misuse his prophets." You see, so the messengers, proving that the messengers are the prophets. You know, because the Lord, as it read here in verse 15, rising up betimes and sending. You see, so you know, we rise up early to push out the word. Right now, it's early right now in the morning, and I'm doing this video. So that's all the Spirit. You know, that's all the Spirit that's speaking. You know. So the Lord is sending us out early, and you know, that's the best thing to do, is come out here early and push out this truth. Wake up early to push out the word, you know. This is 1 Samuel 9:9. "Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, thus he spake, Come, let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer." You see? So let us go to the seer, which are the prophets, to inquire of the Most High, you see. So they will, anytime, you know, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, he went to the prophet, he went to the seer. You know, before a prophet was called a prophet, he was called a seer. You know, one that has vision, basically. One that's able to foretell the future, or however you would say, you know. Because the prophets, they knew what was going to pop off in the future. They knew these certain things. You see? So that's a good scripture right there I brought out. It's good that we find scriptures like that too, because those are needful too, you know. But yeah, this is Psalm 40:7. It reads, "Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me." Verse 8, I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yeah, thy law is within my heart. You see? So Yahweh Shah comes in the volume of the book. We have to remember that Yahweh Shah, he comes in the volume of the book. So it is written of him because anything he says goes down and it's true. Everything he does is righteous, is just, and is faithful, and is true. And they that are with him are called, faithful, and chosen. So, this thing is a faith at the end of the day, It's about faith. Verse 9, I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips, O Lord, thou knowest. You see? So the Lord is pleased with our offering, with our sacrifice, by coming out here in this great congregation and preaching righteousness. This is what we must do daily. We must preach righteousness, and exalt the name of the Lord at a high rate. And just like these videos, they're going up speedily, man. You got brothers pushing out the word fervently, man. It says, I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation. You see? So all this right here that's speaking about faithfulness, salvation, loving kindness, this is what's being preached in the great congregation right here in Babylon. But that great congregation consists of men, starting with Great Millstone, that have the 100% truth. We're here in Babylon preaching this word, and we're preaching out in the highways and byways. We're preaching out there. And what are we speaking of? We're speaking about faithfulness, salvation, loving kindness, these certain things, how the Lord, he's going to have loving kindness for his people at the end of the day, for his congregation, for his people Israel. It says what? It says faithfulness, salvation, loving kindness. Yeah, we always speak about salvation, how the Lord is coming back with the chariots, how the Lord is going to save his people, Israel, from their enemies, So and this year, man, a lot of stuff been popping off. Brothers been saying for the start of the year, there's been a lot of stuff popping off already. So we see it going on, man. We see these things going on, and we fear the Lord at all times, And we speak about faithfulness as well. How the Lord, how he's going to save us if we just keep the faith and we, keep that hope and trust in him that he's going to save us. This is Proverbs 27:5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. You see? So, having that love is important. It's very important, having that love for the brethren, for the brotherhood. All right. This is Jeremiah 3:14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and will bring you to Zion. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall come to pass when ye be multiplied and increase in the land in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more the ark of the covenant of the Lord, neither shall it come to mind. Neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall that be done any more. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, and to the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. You see, so we're not going to walk after the imagination of our own evil heart, because the Lord's going to bring us to Zion, and we're going to dwell forevermore, because we're married unto the Lord. All right, scriptures speak about that, the marriage of the Lamb, and things like that, of that sort. So that's very important to remember. I believe it speaks about it in Revelation. Matter of fact, we can get it out. Oh, and this Jeremiah, let me bookmark it. because you can tell this whole chapter has a whole lot of meat on here. So as I highlighted those scriptures, I also bookmarked that chapter so y'all could remember to go back to it if y'all need it. But yeah, this is Revelation chapter 19, verse 7 through 9. It reads, this is Revelation 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife had made herself ready. You see, so the Lord is married unto us. He's going to bring us back to the land of, to Zion, to that land, to the land of Israel. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. You see? Yeah, white represented, like glory, power. It represents a lot of things, white. Well, even fine linen itself, like if you look up fine linen, it says linen cloth, linen cloth. So it's a certain clothing that the elect are going to be arrayed in. They're going to be clothed with fine linen, It says, well, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. You look up the word saints. It also means, it says holy, one thing. Saint, ceremonial. Yeah, you see, so it's that blessing that we're going to receive, man. It says sacred, physical, pure. Yeah, that's what white represents too. It represents purity. So they're going to be arrayed in fine linen, that all white garment, which represents purity, which represents pure, purity in its rarest form, basically. Verse 9, and he said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the true saints of God. These are the true saints of the Most High. See, so this is a beautiful thing that we're in, man. The marriage supper of the Lamb. They, remember in school, they would say that, supper, get ready, or even like certain places you go to, they'll say supper. You go to certain people's house, they'll say supper's ready. Everybody get ready. That's talking about dinner. So the marriage supper of the Lamb is being prepared. That dinner, that food is being prepared, man. And it's going to nourish our soul. It's going to nourish us, And as it reads in Revelation 14:1, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. You see? So that's a beautiful thing to witness, Yeah, I already bookmarked this chapter, so this was a good chapter. It's a good way to end it off too. I might just end it off shortly. So that lamb stood, right, which we read in Revelation. That was 14. Yeah, Revelation 14:1. I'll read it again. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. You see? So that marriage supper of the Lamb, you got to have that name written in your forehead in order to, to stand with the Son of Man, to stand, with Yahushua, And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, as the voice of a great thunder, and I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. You see? Matter of fact, these are good scriptures too, man. And they sung as if it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. You see? So not only do you have to have that name written in your forehead, but you got to be singing that new song too. You got to be singing that song. And that's what grieves the enemy. So we got to sing it to the best of our ability. And that's what we're doing. Every time we turn on the record button, the camera on, we turn on the camera and we press the record button. We're singing that new song by calling upon the names of the Lord. No man could learn that song but the 144,000, you see, which were redeemed from the earth. So the elect are singing that new song, the 144,000, you see. So these are going to be the souls the vessels. These are considered the vessels of honor, and they're going to be saved. They're going to be considered the ones that the Lord has chosen. You know, that the Lord is picking out. He's picking out these men. You know, and as it reads in Timothy, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 20. It reads, "But in great houses there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If any man therefore, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work." You see? I'll start at verse 19. "Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord Yahushua knoweth them that are his, and let every one that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work." Yeah, so there's a whole lot of meat on here, as you can see, but that's the point on that. You know, we want to be prepared unto glory, you know. So with that being said, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Next, double honor to the elders of GMS, and peace and blessings to you, Akim, out there that's pushing this truth. Shalom.